words hold so much power. You need to change your way you speak about yourself and about your life. Stop saying I'm poor, I'm broke, I'm broken, I'm sick, I attract people who are unavailable, these things never happen to me. Be very conscious of what you say about yourself and your life from now on. If you're going to say things, correct yourself and put it in the past tense, because we are constantly casting spells on ourselves with our words, and that's why they call it spelling. You're not going to fake it till you make it. You're going to cast new spells into your cells. You're going to speak it into existence. You're going to give your life a new instructions and new direction. Welcome to the Danette May Show, where you'll receive profound breakthroughs, courage to break old patterns, and live into your soul's purpose. Each week, I will bring you epic guests and live coaching to remind you of your power. You have the ability to achieve extraordinary things, and the time to start is now. I want to share a life lesson for you. This is going to be a quickie episode, but it could help you digest different trauma and abuse in your life. When you have experienced a lot of abuse and a trauma in the first 7, 10, or 15 years of your life, it programs you to expect more negative experiences, because negative experiences is your norm. You experience so many negative things that when good things happen, you become suspicious and distrustful. It may be difficult for you to fully allow yourself to experience good things because you don't want to get your hopes up, because you don't want to fall from a super high to a super low. It seems safer to remain low at all times. That way you can be prepared and you're not caught off guard. And then you don't have to believe that good things can happen to you or for you. You may believe that good things happen to other people because they are blessed or they are fortunate or they are lucky, and you're not. You may develop a very tough exterior or act as if you don't care or you rebel. And these things just cover up a victim mentality deep inside. And that victim mentality creates more experiences. That validates the victim mentality, and the vicious cycle continues. If you want to break out of this pattern, you have to consciously and consistently override these programs, and it starts in the mind. The subconscious mind drives 90 to 95% of your life. The average person has between 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts per day. 80% of your thoughts are negative. Up to 95% of your thoughts are repetitive. So if you want to break free from this pattern, you can use an NLP technique called reframing. NLP just stands for neuro-linguistic programming. It's kind of like a subconscious hacking. First step is you need to stop calling yourself a victim or feeling like a victim. Even though you have every right to feel like a victim and call yourself a victim, this is not going to change your life. So replace victim with survivor. I survived this. I am a survivor because of this. I experienced this. Second, get rid of the concept of being lucky or unlucky. If it helps you, if it benefits you, great, keep using it. But if it doesn't help you, then get rid of the concept of luck altogether. Thirdly, you need to change your way you speak about yourself and about your life. Stop saying I'm poor, I'm broke, I'm broken, I'm sick, I attract people who are unavailable, these things never happen to me, these things will never happen for me. Be very conscious of what you say about yourself and your life from now on. Your words hold so much power. If you're going to say things, correct yourself and put it in the past tense, because we are constantly casting spells on ourselves with our words, and that's why they call it spelling. You're not going to fake it till you make it. You're going to cast new spells into your cells. You're going to speak it into existence. You're going to give your life a new instructions and new direction. So rather than being a passive audience member of life, you are going to be the director. You're going to be the producer. You're going to be the writer and the editor of your life, and you're going to start to speak and spell, cast spells over your life of positivity. I can do this. I do attract new things in my life. Life is working for me. I am supported. Life has a purpose for me. I can do this. I can figure this out. Start taking accountability for what happens in your life and ask yourself questions and answer your questions without slipping into a victim mentality. For example, what is this situation teaching me? What am I supposed to learn from this situation to help me develop or grow or move on? If someone is abusing me and I keep allowing it to happen, I get to ask myself, why am I allowing this person to abuse me? Why am I allowing this person to make me feel less than? Why am I allowing this person to degrade me? Right? In what ways am I abusing myself? By allowing this. Am I using this person to abuse me because I believe I deserve to be abused? What do I believe about myself? In order to allow a change, you need to work on building a better, stronger self-esteem and self-worth. What relationship is this mirroring from my past or my childhood? What does the person remind me of? Who do I need to become to walk away from this situation? What needs to be healed within myself so that I can let go of this situation again? You get to work on your self-worth and self-esteem during this process. Be very careful that you don't slip into being fake, positive, or spiritually bypassing. It's not about ignoring the truth. It's not about skipping over the juice or pretending it's not there. It's not a quick fix. You get to acknowledge the good, the bad, the ugly, the dark, the light every day. You get to practice redirecting and empowering yourself with words. For example, the thought or the sentence may be, I grew up watching my dad beat my mom, so I attract men who are abusive or violent. The first part of that sentence is a fact. The second part of that sentence is a belief. So you get to reframe and redirect and empower yourself with, I grew up watching my father beat my mom, so I have attracted past tense abusive and violent men in my life. Past tense, because I thought that was normal, past tense. And I have also healed and learned to love myself. My tolerance for toxic relationships have diminished. And I now know I deserve to be in a loving, healthy, and mutually respectful relationship. Trust, safety, and respect are high on my list. Your reframing, redirecting, and empowering sentence doesn't have to be that long. You can make it short and sweet. Make it your own so that it feels good for you and true for you. But you got to be consistent and committed and very intentional. Now, it's very tempting to slip into old ways of thinking when things don't go your way or you find yourself repeating an old pattern. So you got to double down and maybe ask yourself, what am I getting from this situation? Because benefits don't always have to be positive. They can be positive or negative. It could be that you still feel unworthy or undeserving or unlovable. So you get to work on that. The ego will want to blame other people. The ego will want to blame the world, but that won't help you break free from the pattern. Blaming others will continue to imprison you in the pattern. So write down all your negative limiting beliefs about yourself, about your life, and then put them in past tense and do a reframe, redirection, and empowering statement to create a new belief. Remember, you're the director, you're the writer of your new life. And every day you're going to keep casting new spells on yourself. I love you. I hope this has been beneficial, and I'll see you on the next episode.